coming in?
I can't. Unless you invite me.
I thought that rule only applied to vampires.
And gentlemen.
Make yourself at home.
Diane, when I look into your eyes, I see so many things. This may sound strange, I know, but I see into the past. Perhaps because it seems...
As if we've always known each other.
You are dressed in white. When you realize we are soulmates, and I meet you at the altar, I know what you will say. Say it.
I do.
Couple of them.
Look out! Coming through!
Is that who I think it is?
Oh, yeah. Ed Tarlow, the human cannonball. Hey, Ed! Ed, pull it over, man. Come on. Don't make me turn the lights on.
What, I pull a stop sign or what?
Oh, I clocked you going 40 in a 25-mile zone.
And not to mention that failure to signal back there.
My apologies, guys, but I gotta get the cardiovascular workout in, and I can't exactly roll across the sand now, can I?
How you been doing, Ed?
Great. Been working a lot to pay all those traffic fines. And I've been playing a lot of basketball. And, of course, I've been enjoying the view.
Slowly.
Adrian Markham, Rachel Blanchard, Diane Whitaker. 3 victims within the last month, a single knife wound to the heart of each one. Autopsies indicate no sexual molestation. Their apartments appeared to be untouched. Nothing was stolen.
These women knew their killer.
Homicide thinks this guy's been perfecting his MO for a while. They've connected with NCIC to run a state-to-state search.
Any linkage between the victims?
Only one. They'd all recently run singles ads in the Santa Monica Herald.
Must be a way to track the guys who responded.
The department needed some volunteers to place some phony singles ads and set up a decoy operation. I thought you two could use their practice.
You know, that chair's gonna cost me $4 grand to replace. Lucky I had insurance.
No, you're lucky you only got a bump on the head. It's the 17th chair in 6 months. I guess we better put some more patrols in the street.
Yeah, that'll work.
All right, Ed. Your suggestion?
Put your butt in a wheelchair. It's the only way you're gonna get close to this guy.
I wouldn't even know how to fake it.
What do you think? The same day you wake up disabled, suddenly you know how to use a wheelchair? It takes time, it takes work. It really adds to the whole adjustment experience.
All right, yeah, I guess I could be newly...
Physically challenged? Anyway, you're looking at an expert instructor. I could show you the basics.
Listen to Rachel Blanchard, Zan. Exuberant girl looking for fun in the sun, beach boy. Into boogie boarding and windsurfing like sunsets, parties, and pina coladas. Everything but getting caught in the rain.
Diane Whitaker's ad likes Beethoven, Bach, and beagles. Prefers gourmet cooking and quiet evenings by the fire. So what do they have in common?
Nothing. So what do we write that grabs the killer's attention?
You write about what men want to hear.
Epiphany alert.
Depends whether he's an average guy or somebody sensitive like myself. Okay, Joe Average then. He wants the same thing Jane Average wants. Someone good-looking, intelligent, healthy, happy, sensitive, but not trippy, dignified, but with spirit. Someone outgoing, friendly, likes animals, kids, has a good education, a solid career, and loves family.
In other words?
A guy like me. Singles ads are about fantasies. Speaking of which, the city employee bachelor auction. The guys who get the highest bid get to be in a calendar. I think you're looking at the next Mr. April.
And I'll bet when it's your turn, they'll be sure to use your sensitivity as your selling point.
Yeah, otherwise you might find some shallow woman who's more interested in the size of your sidearm.
You're just jealous.
Come on, pick up the pace. Hey. What are you doing?
What do you want me to do, tip over?
It's exactly what you do. That's what we all do. Until you learn to use upper body English and find a balance point.
I don't know how you do this, Ed.
Ain't much of a choice, pal.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm breaking you a bad habit.
I said train me, not torture me, Ed.
When you're in a chair, they're one and the same. Okay, let's do it again.
Santa Monica Herald, personal ads may help you.
I'd like to place an ad, but I don't know what to say.
Let's start with your name.
Chris Morgan.
Hello, Chris Morgan. Tell me about yourself.
Let's see. I'm 5'8", slim build, and I have blonde hair.
So, tell me, what are you looking for in a mate, Chris?
I want someone that looks into my eyes.
Now, a lot of people say that, but they don't know why or what they want the other person to see.
You say that like you know the answer.
Well, you can tell me if I'm wrong, but when a man looks into your eyes, you want him to see you as you really are. And you hope that it'll be like seeing himself. Am I making sense? Cory?
Yeah, you're describing a soulmate.
Deserve no less. You ready to hear the ad that'll bring him to you?
Sure, go ahead.
Natural born romantic, looking for love in all the right places. Likes home fires and campfires, dogs and Debussy. Searching for a man with poetry in his soul, for quiet streams, reading in bed, ... and more. Contact voicemail box 785. You like it?
Hey, I'd date me. But who's gonna believe any of that?
Your soulmate.
Run it.
Athletic blonde beach girl. Love sand, surf, and men with salsa in their veins and adventure in their hearts. Salsa in their veins? What, are you looking for, a man or tostada?
Talk about a long day. I set up 5 dates, one every hour.
Sounds like my senior year in high school. Beep, beep. Whoa.
You want to get out of that thing for a few minutes?
More than you know.
Well, then why don't you?
Because I can. Oh, looky there. I didn't know they were having a little boys division in this year's bachelor auction.
Keep making fun. I'm gonna smoke you.
Sorry, Victor, but I did get the second highest bid last year.
And you will again.
Better brush up on your dancing. Any one of those guys could be involved. So follow my lead and watch what you say.
These guys are my friends. Hey, guys. Come here. Why don't you meet a friend of mine, T.C. Collins?
Hey.
Oscar Velasquez. Jack Dillard.
Hey, Jack. Got some fast action out there.
Thanks. How long you been on wheels?
I just got out of rehab. You?
3 años. Some punk gangbanger with an AK did a drive-by on me.
Hey, if such misunderstandings, a great point guard's born, right? Good-looking wheels, TC.
Thanks.
Hey, be careful out there, man. Someone's ripping off chairs.
Yeah, I got mugged months ago. Lost a $2,800 chair.
Ouch. That must have hurt.
Hurt my insurance company more. Then they doubled my rates.
Get insurance. Pack some heat.
Is that what you're doing?
I wish. But I'd be in violation of my parole. Ed don't like that.
Can't afford to lose you, Oscar. Especially with the tournament coming up. Hey, you want to play?
You guys will leave me in the dust.
Come on, we'll take it easy on you. Let's try a little 2-on-2. You and me against these two posers.
My.
Ted?
I'm Ted Miller. I'm here to meet Ms. Cory Daniels. Please be her.
And if I'm not?
Oh, hell, be whoever you want. Just have a drink with me.
Cory Daniels. I accept.
I'm delighted. Track 4. Prélude l'après-midi enfant.
Oh, merci beaucoup. I love Debussy.
So the ad said, unless you were lying.
And why would I do that?
Sometimes people do that to make themselves seem more desirable. But clearly a woman like yourself has no need for such acts of artifice.
You're gonna be nothing but trouble, aren't you?
Only if you let me.
Cadillac margarita on the rocks, no salt, please. Well,
She loves me.
lucky you.
Well, today anyway. Not for you, I gather.
So, where is the lucky girl?
I just left her. I was about to head home, but you know that feeling when you really connect to someone and you just feel great, like you're buzzing all over? I just feel like staying outdoors, enjoying the moment, let my mind wander.
Well, sorry, I didn't want to intrude on your...
No. Please, stay.
Sure?
Absolutely.
Thanks. Just got off work and I didn't feel like going home just yet. I'm Chris.
Jeff Armstrong. Very pleased to meet you.
Hey, come back here!
In 5 minutes, 2 of my dates asked me if I intended to have sex with them.
I actually had a dream that all my dates showed up at the same time and started spraying each other with breath freshener.
Unfortunately, the first date's just an audition, so repeaters are going to be key to this operation.
Out of all the men I met, there was only one that halfway appealed to me.
Who? The no-show?
No, that blonde guy I caught her trying to pick up in the bar.
Oh, so you were watching me.
I was on my way home. I thought I'd check up on you.
I'm sorry I'm late. A friend of mine is DJing the bachelor auction, and I just need a little guidance on creating the right ambiance to get the ladies going.
Right. Either of you had any callbacks yet?
I already had 2.
Don't they have any pride?
What's wrong with calling back the next day?
So unattractive.
Says loser.
That guy came out of nowhere. Some chicken hit me from behind.
Did you get a look at him?
Dude was wearing a mask.
Did you give the police the serial number off a chair?
Like 5-0's gonna break a sweat about some guy who can't walk. Don't you know the score essay?
Yeah, cops are never around when you really need them, are they, TC? Hey, look who's here.
Lieutenant, I've done some follow-up on that NCIC report, and our boy has been busy.
I'd say so. His MO surfaced in Cleveland, Minneapolis, and Denver. So there's a downtime of 12 to 16 months between sprees.
Probably the time that it takes him to get settled into a new city, new identity, maybe.
What about the newspaper guys?
So far, all the people working the ads have come up clean. However, this guy's got a signature. Bon vivant.
The champagne?
All the victims had alcohol in their system. Minneapolis PD traced 3 of the victims shortly before they got killed. And they were all at restaurants, and their date had ordered Bon vivant.
Any idea on the man they were with?
That's the funny thing. The descriptions on this guy totally varied from restaurant to restaurant.
All right, pass the champagne and go along to Chris and Cory. Hey, Victor, won't you be just a little embarrassed standing up on that stage while women put a price tag on you?
No. Why, you think I should?
No, I guess not.
I know the concept sounds kind of kinky, but money's for a good cause and everybody has fun.
Yeah, I guess it would be kind of flattering, huh?
Absolutely.
So how did it happen?
Construction accident. I broke my back at T12.
Does it affect anything besides your legs? Do you see, there's nothing to be self-conscious about.
I don't get it. Most women aren't looking for a guy in a chair.
Well, I'm not most women. And besides, there are advantages to dating guys with physical disabilities.
Name one.
They've had pain in their lives. Makes them more sensitive.
Okay. Name two.
They can't hide their problems the way able-bodied guys do. You know, I know up front what I'm dealing with.
I will have the grilled Hawaiian tuna rare, and my beautiful companion will have a lobster. Thank you. I hope I'm not being too assertive. I suppose it's just my southern upbringing.
Actually, I enjoy being treated like a lady.
Well, you certainly are that, as well as a woman of mystery.
Never been called that before.
The mystery being how an incredible lady like yourself could go so long without being swept off her feet by the luckiest man in the whole wide world. Although, come to think of it right now, that fella's me.
So what's Ted really like beneath this facade of Southern charm?
It's no facade, Cory. I hesitate to mention this, but all this, it's too much for me. You give me my dog, my woods, the stables, someone to share my life with. Now, I don't just mean a lover now. I mean someone I could spend all day just talking to. Whether we're traveling Europe or just sitting across the kitchen table.
Ted, I'm not sure I'm the one that you're looking for.
There's only one way to find out. You come back to North Carolina with me. Now, I know it sounds crazy, but I got a big old house, got plenty of guest rooms.
Give me some time, okay? Just let's see where things go.
That's all I ask.
Are we celebrating something?
Spending time with you is cause enough. Bon vivant. Perfect. Now, I'm sorry I didn't even ask if you like champagne.
Definitely not while I'm on duty. I'm a police officer, Ted. This is my partner, Victor Del Toro. We'd like to ask you a few questions.
Putting this sketch out to every officer in the city.
Anything on the fingerprints that we got from our suspect champagne glass?
The FBI's running them now. I'm sure you guys are gonna miss those fake marathons.
Yeah, like I missed gum disease.
Actually, I prefer gum disease.
So what does Linda say about you being in this bachelor auction?
She's visiting her family in Texas, so technically, she doesn't need to know.
But technically, she's still your fiancé.
Okay, I admit it. When they first asked me to do this, I thought to myself, how can you let a bunch of wild women treat you like a sex object all night? But when I realized it was for charity, I said to myself, how can I not? And I think my Linda would agree.
Well, your hunch paid off. U.S. Customs traced a manifest for 6 wheelchairs being shipped from L.A. to London last month.
Who was the exporter?
Action Medical. They used a phony address on the shipping documents.
Hey, you know what, Tony? I want to run a background check on Joyce Adams.
The groupie?
Yeah.
I thought you figured her interest was more in a personal nature.
You know what? I can't ignore the fact that she knew a lot of the mugging victims.
Okay, we'll do it better. You know what? Let's wrap this thing up and get you out of that chair, huh?
Well, believe it or not, it's actually starting to feel kind of natural.
Yeah, remember to check your voicemail every day. Good luck, Sarah.
You know, Bill, these ads that you write are really pretty amazing. I mean, you really seem to get the essence of these people and what they want.
Maybe I'm crazy, but I really enjoy digging around in other people's psyches.
No, you're damn good at it. Doing a hell of a job.
And of course, the only guy I really liked turned out to be our psycho.
But if he hadn't,
I'm not even gonna torture myself with that one. So you're gonna go out with our man from down under?
yeah, I think I will.
When you met him the other day, you didn't tell him about your job, did you?
How could I? Technically, I was undercover.
And technically, you're probably scared of his reaction.
Still am.
Don't be. Just think about what you might have.
You mean a guy who might run out the door as soon as I tell him I'm a cop?
Or a scarier thought. The one who stays.
Well, I did it. I wanted to see the world, so I took off. I've sailed the Orinoco and the Nile, climbed the Alps and the Andes, slept in an ancient Mayan temple, stared up at the ceiling in the Sistine Chapel.
That's not a life. It's an adventure.
That's exactly what it should be. You just gotta go for what you want. Do you know what you want?
Maybe. It changes a lot.
No, I'm not saying what you think you should want, but what you deeply, truly desire.
There's something that I need to tell you, Jeff.
You're married.
No.
You're gay.
No.
What then? You're wanted by the police?
I am the police.
And me with no parking tickets you can fix?
I'm serious.
So am I, Chris. Relax.
The day I met you here, I was working undercover. We're trying to catch a murderer.
You were bait then, Chris?
Yes. I'm not anymore.
Don't underestimate yourself.
I just thought you should know.
Chris, I see something I want. I don't run away from it. I run towards it. So this psychopath. You caught the bloke then?
No, not yet. But we're getting close.
I don't suppose you could tell me anything about him then, eh?
Well, all I can tell you is that he seems to know exactly what to say in just the right way and just the right moment. But even so, I can't understand how he gets these women he kills to let down their guards so quickly.
Maybe because deep down everybody wants to let somebody in. It's a lonely world out there. Maybe we're all just looking for a soulmate.
Okay, be honest with me.
Yes.
You've got to be a professional.
What?
Gourmet. A professional gourmet.
Oh, wow. Some people play tennis, some go fishing, and me, I cook for a hobby.
But you haven't even told me what you do for a living.
Oh, a little of this and that.
Looking at this place, I'd say you do a lot of this and that.
Yeah. My brother set up a trust fund for me before he died.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Can I ask how it happened?
3 years ago, a drunk driver left David paralyzed from the neck down. Insurance company gave him a huge settlement. Unfortunately, it didn't ease all the pain he went through before his body gave up.
I'm sure you helped him all you could.
Yeah, he was a wonderful person. Gentle, caring. It wasn't fair.
Is that why you asked me out?
I asked you out because I'm attracted to you. TC, I could really care for you. I thought you could tell.
Oh, I can tell. It's just you don't know anything about me.
But I want to. Being in a wheelchair doesn't mean that you can't be close to a woman. There's lots of ways to make love.
I like you, Joyce. A lot.
Okay.
But I need to slow down.
Okay, I understand. I do. Ed told me you're still adjusting.
You two are close, aren't you?
Strictly platonic. You know, we know how to make each other laugh. I threw a birthday bash for him last year. He was really touched. You know, underneath that hard shell is a sweet, caring guy.
Jack Dillard's standing.
Yeah, I mean, he has a prosthetic leg you can walk on. I haven't seen him use it lately.
Belong to you? What are you doing with that? I'm gonna kick your butt with it. What the hell are you talking about? I'm a police officer. I got a search warrant for your workshop, and guess what I found? Parts. Parts of Ed's and Oscar's wheelchairs, along with a half dozen others. What were you thinking, man, huh? These are your teammates, your friends. Act like jerk. No! All the way, man. Proud of yourself, man? Huh? Did it feel good to screw your friends?
They had insurance. Nobody got hurt.
You should know what it means to steal their mobility. You got no soul.
I still can't believe how you convinced me to get up so early on my day off.
It was worth it, though, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. I'd forgotten how much I enjoyed sailing.
You mean once you'd had your second cup of coffee and stopped glaring at me?
I wasn't that bad, was I?
Not at all.
Do you want to come in?
Well, then you know.
What do you got?
FBI master fingerprints, and you're not gonna believe what we got there. I just got off the phone with the FBI site profiler. He's gonna make this guy an entire chapter in his next book.
Thomas Leffler?
Yeah, Thomas Leffler. Born and abused in Portland, Seattle, Cleveland. Mom killed herself when he was 8. Locked him in and made him watch. Dad didn't find him in there with her for nearly a day.
And that explains a lot.
It gets better. It's a series of foster homes here, each run by another abuser worse than the last.
I'm guessing he has a juvenile record.
About a mile long. Torturing animals, arson, theft. He also ran a bunch of brilliant scams in the 80s. I mean, this guy's not a dummy. He got into Yale under an alias.
So where do the women come in?
Where they always do. Love. Leffler's first victim was his first love. He killed her the night they got engaged.
Because?
Profiler seems to think, and I quote, that once she was committed to him and he realized he was fully in a relationship, he felt he lost control and an overwhelming fear of abandonment, end quote.
Like when his mother killed herself and left him behind.
And to regain control, he has to abandon the women first, so he kills them.
FBI sent a picture.
Wow, what a difference.
Chris on the phone now.
She's on a date with the Australian.
Victor, mobilize some black and whites. Get him over to the apartment.
Oh, wait, are you saying that Cory's Southern gentleman is Chris's Australian?
He was waiting for her in the bar that first day. He was watching her.
I'm gone.
Oh. Here you go.
You have the most incredible eyes. I could look into them for a very, very long time. I don't mean to scare you, darling. But every time I look into them, I feel I'm looking into a mirror.
You hardly know me.
I may not know your history or your details, but I know you, Miss Morgan. Did you feel that?
I don't remember telling you my last name.
You must have written it on the cocktail napkin with a phone number.
Oh, yeah, maybe I did. Why don't we go over to the couch? We'll feel more comfortable over there.
You didn't answer my question. Do you feel our connection? Can you tell we're nothing less than soulmates?
Oh, yeah, I do. It's scary, but I feel it too.
Then we should celebrate. I'll go get us some champagne.
Oh, no. Don't bother. I have some in my fridge.
Remember me?
You're under arrest, Leffler.
I loved you. I know you felt something too.
All right, our next bachelor is a Santa Monica police officer, Victor Del Toro. All right, ladies, let's get the night started. He's looking good. Hey, do I hear $100? 100. I got 150 in the back. $150. Hey, do I hear 200? Come on, ladies, check this guy out. All right, I hear 250. How about 280? I got 280 right here. Come on, ladies, look at this slab of manhood. 300 back here. How about 450? All right, come on, let's go. $450. What do you see?
Anything worth bidding on?
I've given up dating for a while. Can't seem to get the image of Leffer's face out of my mind. G'day, mate. Just throwing in a corpse on the bobby, eh?
He's working hard for you. He's working hard.
Speaking of worthy bids,
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I'm ahead of you.
All right, 550. Do I hear any more? 550 once. $550 twice. Oh, for $550 right here. $550, our top bid of the day. All right, next up, another of Santa Monica's finest, T.C. Calloway. All right, I hear 250. How about 280? I got 280 right here.
$600.
$600 going once, twice. Sold for $600. We do it like this.
There is no way he got harder than me. He must have paid her off.
Ladies, we have a last-minute addition to our bachelor lineup. Now, he's a ranking police lieutenant, and he's well-known along the beach. Our own Anthony Palermo.
Chris, Cory, I'm your commanding officer.
I'm on duty. You want to shoot Cory?
Come on, big guy. Come on up. Get up there and show your stuff, buddy. All right, come on, ladies. Let's give him a hand.
Everybody know I got the flow with the high, baby. People in the city, with the watch shot coming at you like a pity roll. Here we go, non-stop, beat the show. You got to keep the flow. What's up, yo,
right here. Oh, you're 700. 800 right there.
Bring me back
$1,000. Right here. Do I hear $1,200? $1,300. Do I hear more?
Some men will do anything for attention.
So